NCAA Division III first round playoff game. Whitworth University Pirates victorious 48-6. We have head coach Rod Sandberg, senior defensive end Chad Wilburg, junior quarterback Leif Ericksen. Coach Sandberg, please give us an opening statement about the game.
Proud of these guys. We played a good football team today, and our guys played hard. We got off to a challenging start. And as we have all year, this team has really responded and overcome adversity, and I think settled down a little bit, and they played a really fun second half of the game, and really excited that we're in this position.
Coach, in the first, this is kind of a mundane way to start asking, but the field goals actually early on, and Adamson's block. Can you talk about especially special teams early on in the game?
Yeah, I think one of many players of the game was our kicker punter, Cody McDonald. He had a phenomenal game. We have a lot of confidence in him. And yeah, we were just struggling a little bit on both sides of the ball to get going. I think those field goals kind of got us a little momentum, got us on the scoreboard, tied up the game. And then the block, obviously, they had a chance to go up 9-0, and when we blocked, or I guess maybe it was the extra point that we blocked. That was a big play.
Mm-hmm. How surprised were you about the way they came out offensively? I mean, obviously it was a surprise that Cheadle wasn't in, and at a certain point you kind of, I guess, realized. But how much of an adjustment? I would imagine you spent a lot of the week preparing to stop the run, and they didn't run the football.
We spent a lot of time preparing against the run. Yeah, I mean, definitely caught us off guard. And took us a little while to adjust and settle down, and I think, kudos to them for that strategy, but yeah, it was definitely what we were not prepared for.
What adjustments did you make at the half? Because in the second half you just really shut it down with their passing game.
I think our defensive coaches did a good job at the end of the first half, kind of tightening up some of our coverages to their two receiver side, and I think getting our defensive line maybe stay in their lanes. I think we got a really good job getting pressure on the quarterback second, third, and fourth quarters.
This team is obviously defensively known for getting behind the line of scrimmage, tackles for loss, sacks, and now when you start going against, you played some great teams this year, to do it here in the playoffs, and you guys have done the same exact thing. What does that say about this defensive unit you have, both from a coaching standpoint, of course, from just a great unit perspective?
We have some very aggressive football players on defense. Our front, we've been talking about our front four all year, the depth that we have, the talent that we have, and they're very, very athletic and can get vertical in a hurry. I think that results in a lot of those tackles for losses.
Talked about defensively, offensively, seemed you opened some things up there in the second half. What changed there?
Leif, what changed there?
I think, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. First quarter, we really shot ourselves in the foot, and we didn't come out and start like we normally do. And I think we just knew that we just needed to execute. That was kind of our talk. They did a good job at shutting a couple things down that we worked on all week. They had a good scheme coming in, and we found a couple things that we knew that we could attack and exploit, and kind of came out in the second half and tried to exploit the things that we didn't expect to see, but that they showed us.
Could you share with us kind of your overall thoughts on the game as well?
We didn't start how we wanted to. We started a little slow. Interception didn't really help, and then we came together and started to string some drives together. And I think, in the playoffs, you play a lot of great teams. And so getting a win in the playoffs any way you can is nice. And, once we kind of found our rhythm, we started to roll with it. And that was really nice to see.
That wheel route you hit Mason on, what option was he on that play?
So he was my first read. Okay. He was on a wheel route, and they had a backer man on with him and no one over the top. And we've hit that route a couple times this year, but I've been a little short on it, and finally got over the top, past everyone, and he ran away with it.
You go up against this defense every week, so tell me how much of a relief it is not having to go up against these guys that continue to pressure the quarterback.
I would not want to face our D-line and our front seven. They are some very talented guys, and they get home, and I think it helps our O-line too, because they have to face Chad and all those guys all week, and so it gets them a lot better and gets them prepared for the teams that we play, and so I think it helps both of us.
Chet, just defensively, just talk about what it was like for you guys, not seeing the running back that you had prepared all week for, not seeing the quarterback that you had prepared all week for. Talk about adjusting on the fly and how you guys responded.
Yeah, we didn't expect them to pass very much. Yeah, they passed how many times now? 40 pass attempts. So we did not expect that. We kind of expect them to, like you said, like come on the run, but just like adjusting on the fly, coaches did a really good job just calming us down and being like, all right, we know what to do in this position. We just got to get to the right spots and get the right plays calls.
The fake punt, is that the play you've been dreaming about for?
Yeah, well, I got to do it last year too, but any opportunity I get to outrush Mason, it's a good day.
You were fighting through a lot of double teams, getting through that, and still there was that domino effect. You were still getting to the quarterback, and everybody else was too. You just tell us about that. This defensive line, whether it's 3, 4, you get extra help with a linebacker. Guys, how are you able to do it week after week?
I think we just enjoy it. Like we like us four, especially on our D line. We have a big rotation, so it's really just like 8 of us. We just like to have fun and see each other make plays, and we kind of just try to race each other to see who gets there first, because we all know that we're going to get there. So see who can get the most, see who can get there first, and Andrew Coy won today, I would say.
When the realization hit that, okay, they're not going to be running the ball, and they're out of their element a little bit offensively. As a defense, you got to feel like a shark to blood at that point.
Yeah, especially with us, our defense, we love when teams try to beat us in the air, because we pride ourselves in rushing, like stopping the run. So once they start like passing and then they're scared to run on us, we love it just because we just get to hit our ears back and just go.
Didn't get to ask you, but just overall thoughts, not maybe about the game, but just being able to play, first of all, in front of a home crowd, which hasn't happened since 2006 for a Whitworth team to do this in the playoffs, and then to win and be able to move on to round 2. I mean, you guys are living the dream right now.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very special for us to be back here since, almost greater than 10 years. But it's great to get here, see the crowd just get filled like that and just be so loud and just into the game. Even though it's freezing out, well, not as cold as Minnesota. But yeah, it's cold out, so it's great to see them all amped up, and then just to get the win. It's meaningful to just Whitworth and all the alum, and it's good to see everybody happy about that.
You did mention Minnesota. Have you seen the 37 degrees and snow is what the forecast is right now?
Perfect.
Final thing, Coach, what do you know about St. John's Johnnies? A game coming up against the champion of the MIAC.
Well, I don't know anything about this year's team, but I know Division III football, and St. John's has one of the greatest traditions in Division III football history, and they're a great program. Obviously, this year, you just look at their scores, they're a very talented football team. So we would be just really excited to go and be able to play a program like that and measure ourselves. We think we're a really good football team, and you want to measure yourself against the best. And so to have that opportunity, we'd be pretty excited.
You're going into Viking land, so do you like your chances when you send a guy named Leif Ericksen? Yeah.
Amen.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
Thank you, guys.